best breakfast on television coming away from now till 9. Maps is on her way with the news headlines. But first, an uncle of mine has a rather funny driving habit. He steps on the accelerator 3 times before he starts his car. Now, after I observed him doing this a few times, my curiosity got the better of me and I asked why. I watched him think about my question for several moments and come up with nothing. A few minutes later, he said, "The car I used to learn driving had a fault. You had to get the gas flowing by pumping the accelerator a few times before it would start. That was the car I had for the first 15 years as a driver, so now I drive every car like that, even new ones like this one." Of course, I finally understood. I also realized that as a people, there are lots of things we do that may have been necessary in times past, but are rather pointless in today's world. We still do these things automatically without giving them much thought and without fully understanding why. Why do we force secondary school girls to cut their hair? Does short hair in any way improve students' intelligence? Why do we teach kids who want to become musicians or chefs or lawyers about sine and cosine? Is there ever going to be a day in their entire career when that knowledge will become useful? Why do government offices not accept official letters in the form of emails? Is this not 2021? And do we even know why we refuse to accept emails? Do we know why we teach kids sine and cosine? Do we know why we are cutting off children's hair before they go to secondary school? Do we know the reasons why we do these outdated kolo things? Or are we just doing them because someone says that's the way we have always done it? I once heard a story of a woman who was teaching her daughter how to cook. She took a frying pan and cut the tail off a fish and then placed the fish in the pan. Her daughter asked, "Mommy, why do you cut off the tail?" Mommy thought about it for a moment and said, "I actually don't know, but that's how your grandma taught me how to do it." So the little girl went off to ask Grandma about it. Granny scratched her head for a minute and said, "You know, that's how my mother taught me too." So the next time they went to the village, the little girl cornered her great-grandmother and asked about the fish tails. Great-granny smiled as she remembered. "My dear girl, I used to cut off the tail because our frying pan was too small." So why? Why do we hold on to the things that we don't even understand? Perhaps it's a fear of change. So today I want to demystify the whole idea of change. It is the driving force of progress. Development will never come without change.